Members, good afternoon. We now start the election of Chairman for Panel on Home Affairs, Culture and Sports for the 2026 session. The Secretariat has issued a notice to inform members that at the close of the nomination period, only one valid nomination for the post of chairman has been received. The member so nominated is Mr. Bill Tang. He is nominated by Ms. Jovi Chan and seconded by Ms. Michelle Tang. As Mr. Bill Tang is not chair or deputy chair of any other panel or committee, nor is he chair or deputy chair of any related government advisory bodies according to the rules of procedures and the House rules, I now declare that Mr. Bill Tang is returned as chair of the panel on Home Affairs, Culture and Sports for the 2026 session. So, Mr. Tang, please come forward and chair the meeting. Congratulations. So, we now elect a deputy chair. The Secretariat has issued a notice to inform members that at the end of the nomination period, only one valid nomination has been received for deputy chair. The member so nominated is Mr. Adrian Ho. He is nominated by me and seconded by Ms. Nixie Lam. As Mr. Adrian Ho is not chair or deputy chair of any other panel or committee, nor is he chair or deputy chair of any related government advisory bodies. According to the rules of procedure and the House rules, I now declare that Mr. Adrian Ho is returned deputy chair of the panel on Home Affairs, Culture and Sports for 2026 session. Congratulations. Second item, schedule of meetings for the 2026 session. In the last session in 2025, this panel usually held regular meetings at 4:30 on the second Monday of each month. So if members would like to adopt the same arrangements, please refer to the proposed schedule of meetings for the 2026 session as tabled. Please note the following. As the second Monday in March clashes with the two sessions, the regular meeting in March will be rescheduled to the 30th of March, Monday at 4:30 p.m. And also, as the second Monday of April clashes with the special Finance Committee meetings, the April regular meeting will be rescheduled to 4:30 p.m. on the 21st of April, or Tuesday. All right, no questions, so be it. The schedule is confirmed. Next item. Items for discussion at the next meeting. We will start with a policy briefing session, which will be held between 8:30 and 10 a.m. on the 27th of January. The Home and Youth Affairs Bureau Chief and also the Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism will hold a policy briefing for members of this panel to walk members through their policy portfolios. So the meeting will start at 8:30 a.m. Next regular meeting. The next regular meeting of this panel will be held at 4:30 on the 9th of February, on Monday. The administration has proposed to discuss two items: deepening reform on building management and a proposal to convert the supernumerary directorate post of the Home Affairs Department to a permanent post. So an establishment proposal. The next one is to promote youth internship and exchange programs in the mainland and other places. Right, do members agree to discuss these two items at the February regular meeting? So much for the items at the next regular meeting. Other suggestions. I see that 11 members have indicated their wish to speak. And we will discuss items for discussion at the panel meetings for the 2026 session. Members, if you want to speak, please press the request to speak button. All right, I see altogether 12 members. No need to read out the names. I'm going to draw a line after the second member has spoken. We will not accept any other new entrants. I will give each member 1 minute to say what you want, altogether 12 minutes. Mr. Jonathan Leung. The Wangfuk Court fire has caused us to reflect on owners' corporations, mechanism, and building management, and I am a district councillor. I also helped out in the affairs of over 30 OCs. I understand their predicament, lack of resources, lack of venue for meetings, lukewarm response from residents in taking part in building management affairs. Now, after the Wangfuk Court fire, some people were have been arrested, and members of OCs are concerned about their liabilities. Owners' corporations comprise residents who are dedicated to building management affairs. And now, against the current backdrop, without the help of OCs, building maintenance may come to an impasse. So I'd like the government to tell us how we can encourage people to take part in the work of OCs, right? Reviewing the work of OCs and building management. Next, Ms. Michelle Tang. After she has spoken, I will draw a line. Right, thank you, Chair. I am concerned about support for owners' corporations. I'm a district councillor of Yau Chim Mong. I am fully aware of how much professional support the OCs need. The government will propose amendments to legislation on fire safety and building maintenance. So surely they need more support. Now, about culture, sports, mega events, I'm concerned as well. We talk about the horse racing economy, concert economy. We want to invite world-renowned celebrities and art troupes to come. So I want a discussion on that. To support the development of the arts and culture sector, we need to provide sufficient venues. So I want to ask the planning department and the LCSD on the future plans so that more venues can be provided for public participation and enjoyment. Right, 3 points. Any other members who would like to make suggestions? I'm going to bring your views to the Bureau for discussion. I'll draw a line here then. Next, Mr. Ken Wong. Thank you. I'd like to make 2 points. First, care teams. Care teams play a very important role at district work. They provide help at the front line, especially during inclement weather. So my question is on enhancing the profile and image of care teams. So I hope that we can discuss an item relating to care teams, the effectiveness and publicity. The 15th National Games have come to a close. But how do we translate what is left behind into growth impetus for Hong Kong? We are very concerned about the development of sports in Hong Kong as well as the relevant policies. I do hope that we can discuss these matters at the meeting. Right, do we have the name of the next member? Madam Clerk? Oh, the queue has disappeared. Let's press the button again then. Next, Ms. Maggie Chan. Thank you, Chair. 3 suggestions. First, I want to discuss the blueprint on women development in the long term. We should drop long-term objectives to promote quality development. And next, about the cultivation of family cultures and values. We should review the function of the Family Council so that we incorporate elements of traditional Chinese culture and values so as to step up our efforts in this regard. Third suggestion, Community Care Fund. We have the Dongjiang Hong Kong encounter battalion, and for the veterans, we should provide more support in terms of their health care, and express channel should be provided. Mr. Kenneth Fogg. Ms. Tang already covered my points. I'm concerned about arts, culture, and sports facilities, especially new ones in, say, the Northern Metropolis. The next point is about unleashing the potential of existing venues so that we can create synergy with the market, say, for West K. The third point is about aging of facilities. Many of our facilities are now decades old. I want a revamp of the facilities to bring them on a par with international standards so that we can host more international events and games. I'm going to write to you, Chair. I hope that these items can be included in the list. The next one is the waterfront economy. I know that we're concerned about the Kwun Tong waterfront promenade. I want to include this item in the list as well so that we can make use of this water body and boost the economy. Right, you mentioned the last point. Are you referring just to government facilities and venues or those in the private sector? Mostly LCSD venues. Next, Ms. Elvin Lee. Dr. Elvin Lee. Thank you. Congratulations, Chairman. 3 points. First, about promoting reading for all. The State Council has promulgated a new law which will be implemented in February. In terms of the a number of books read by Hong Kong people, the number is on the decline. I want to dovetail with a national strategy so as to promote reading in the community and enhance our literacy. Next, to raise our international profile on arts and culture, will there be an assessment system set up which will provide criteria for the government in vetting applications for subsidy? Next point, the West K Academy will be set up according to the policy address. It will provide a very important cradle. Well, I want to know the progress and also overall planning for universities in providing support for arts and cultural sector. Next, Mr. Vincent Chang. 4 points on sports and 3 points on home affairs. About the 10-year development program for sports and recreational facilities. The swimming arena, a fencing arena, and other venues have been mentioned in the policy address. I'd like to have a report on progress, and also developing sports as an industry, and also planning for the use of public open space. Another point about joint building management for 3 new buildings, etc., and also youth link, youth hostels. These are my points.
Mr. Albert Trung. Thank you, Chair. I would like to propose 2 items to discuss, 1 in particular for youth, 2 for the promotion of Chinese culture and patriotic education. On youth, we have many activities under the Youth Development Blueprint, one of them being the Youth Festival. I hope that apart from gauging the effectiveness of the activities under the Youth Festival, how we can make it bigger and we can promote it better, and we can also combine that with economic development. On youth exchanges, I hope the panel can also talk about how we can promote mainland and overseas youth exchanges. On promotion of Chinese culture, we need to think about how we can combine promotion of Chinese culture with youth tourism, and we have this festival that happens every 10 years in Campton that was held recently, and we can have similar activities. We also need to think about how we can promote better patriotic education. Thank you. Well, we are all trying to speak very quickly because we have a minute constraint, and actually at the next regular meeting we'll be talking about mainland overseas youth exchanges. Perhaps you can give some views on that next time. Mr. Holden Chow. Thank you, Chair. I note that in the regular meeting in February, we will talk about building maintenance issues, and I think it is definitely worth discussing because this is what society is paying close attention to at the moment. We need to reform building maintenance and management, we also need to reform proxy management. I think there is work to be done in the long term. Even though we're discussing that in February, I am considering whether it is necessary, depending on the circumstances, to receive another update from the government on this issue. The work is complex and it is very close to the hearts of the people, so maybe this is something we can consider. Thank you, Ms. Julia Lau. I would suggest the government make reference to policies relating to architecture, art, and culture in other countries and cities. For example, in Chicago, they have a policy when there is development, they will allow youth to take part to develop local characteristics. And I think we can do that. And we can also have visitors hear about the good stories of Hong Kong. Architectural culture, architecture, arts, and culture. Yes, thank you. Mr. Chen Yong, thank you, Chair. I think we should continue discussing the topic of building maintenance and enhancing district governance. We can work with the care teams on that. And for promoting patriotic education and combining that with tourism, as I said, there are 5 colors of tourism, and I think we can really think about that. Thank you. Any other member who would like to speak? We still have some time. If not, all right, Deputy Chairman and I will meet with the administration to discuss the work plan for this session. We will consider suggestions made by members. Some panel meetings actually have 3-hour meetings instead of 2-hour meetings, such as a panel on development and panel on security. There are many items to discuss, so I want members to be prepared. We may have 3-hour meetings instead of 2-hour meetings in future. The Secretariat also reminded me to brief members on the issue of policy subcommittees. The panel on Home Affairs, Culture and Sports very much welcome members' suggestions on the formation of policy subcommittees. Members would have different subject matters that they want to pay close attention to. In any case, please go with the rules of procedure and make sure your idea receives the support of at least 10 members from this panel. Excuse me, not half. It should be over half, so we need at least 11 members supporting your idea to have a policy subcommittee set up under this panel. So please, if you have such an idea, please submit your suggestion to the Secretariat before 5 p.m. on 6th of February, a Friday. You have to include the terms of reference, work plan, and timetable, and other relevant information. If this policy subcommittee is set up, most likely the work would span across 2026 and 2027. Are there any other questions on the formation of policy subcommittees? If there is no other business, meeting adjourned. Thank you.